Can I get a prostitute and just ask her if she could cuddle or hug me for an hour? Of course you can, absolutely. Just tell them that's what you want when you reach out. This happens more than you think, and it's not weird. Nothing to be ashamed of at all. There are professional cuddlers for hire too. Absolutely. Just tell them. This is not at all a special request and happens a lot. My friend is a social worker and supports escorts, prostitutes with various stuff, and he is always telling us how many of the clients, especially the regular customers, just come out of loneliness. Cuddles and conversations are a huge part of the job. I've heard that it's actually common, but I doubt some guys would ever admit it. Hey op, I hope you're okay and find what you need. Absolutely. I mean, if a woman is prepared to have sex with you for money, I'm reasonably sure she will be down for some hugging. I'm not a prostitute and don't know that I've even ever met one. But I figure a prostitute would rather spend an hour hugging, cuddling than on her knees or back. But maybe that's just me. Full disclosure, I have bad knees, so I might be biased. It's far more common than you'd think, so yes, you can. Sure, you could get a prostitute and just talk to her for an hour if you wanted. I wish it was that simple for me. I want connection like I had before. It sucks if everything is meaningless. That's really common, so yeah, of course you can. Most of them enjoy that more as well. Absolutely. You'd be surprised just how common this is. Or how many people just want someone to talk to. I guarantee you this is not only possible, but it's common and absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. Honestly, a sex worker would probably be extremely happy with the arrangement versus certain other things they're asked to do. Just so you're aware, there's also actual cuddle groups and websites for cuddle partners. There's also websites that are purportedly for sugar daddy arrangements. In reality, it's sex work. But often the women are just regular women who really need money. Where you can meet women for a one-date only arrangement or a recurring thing. You'll still need to pay. Prices vary widely. For cuddling, expect to pay less. But at the same time, staying the night can add cost. But you can look at their profiles before contacting them, chat with them online, and even talk to them on the phone. And it's recommended you have a low-pressure meeting at a public place like a coffee shop to make sure you're both comfortable with each other before committing to anything. At the very least, ask them to text you a photo of them doing something specific, like giving a peace sign and sticking out their tongue to know they're for real, and only pay afterwards. IDK if this kind of advice is allowed, and maybe I'll get banned. But it's a good way to make the kind of arrangement you're looking for than picking somebody up off the street. And many women on the site are just your girl next door type who need extra cash. Expect that they'll want some verification from you as well, which should not include paying up front. Since going to a guy they don't know well's apartment can be extremely risky for a woman. I would pay anyone to tickle my back for an hour. Look up a professional cuddler in your area. They specialize in this, so they set the environment up nice for you. Also, depending on where you are from, you wouldn't be risking doing something illegal. Prostitution is legal in one county in Nevada, with a big bordello. I know they had one guy who just always wanted to lay down with the girl and talk. I think another would lay his head in the girl's lap while she ran her fingers through his hair. So it does happen. It actually happens a lot. Basically, if you're paying for it, they'll do what you want. Just make sure you outline what you want beforehand. I mean, I'm sure some have had much worse requests. I've heard worse in casino bars. What else do you do with the other 57 minutes after finishing and eating the pizza? There is a woman on TikTok who performs services, and she talks about how one of the things she loves about her job is that she gets to help provide human touch and affection to people who wouldn't otherwise get it. I think many would be happy to help you in this way. Former sex worker here. Yes, absolutely. It happens a lot more than you think, and if you ask the worker beforehand, it will not be a problem at all. This is actually a profession in many places. I think it's called a cuddleist. Very common.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. IcameInDadsCoffee is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.